Peace, peace, peace. Peace to the family. Okay, let me just activate all this. I always just start talking like if somebody's in the building already. I hate feeling like I'm talking to myself. Coming in. Oh yes, KT is definitely coming in. How would you know KT is coming in? Wow. KT must got some special powers I don't know about. This is getting creepy. Nah, but I've been getting a lot of DMs. People wanted a recap about the 4 shows that I did already. So I just wanted to get some feedback from you guys so that help me with this show. And yeah, my brother KT gonna be here. Um how did excellent try. How did you guess that? You got my phone tapped. Did you hear me begging KT to come online with me today? Okay, you know what? I was gonna try to surprise y'all, but I'm gonna just bring my brother in. Hold on. Let's see where
Hey,
he at. What up, bro? I was trying to surprise everybody with you, but
they
um
they might have been on my show earlier when I did my live
oh
early. I told them I was going to be on here, so maybe they was listening, or maybe they got their antennas in the air. Who knows, man?
okay, so I'm gonna just go with that was it. That was it. But how you
What's
doing,
good,
bro?
Mr. G? What's going on, dog?
Yo, first, thanks for coming on with me, man. I really appreciate you as always. Thanks for just always being there when I needed you. So you're my safety net, forever safety net. That's gonna be your new nickname in my house.
Hey, hey, that's almost my mama name, right? Annette.
Um,
I'm safety net, right?
oh man, look at that. Look how it just adds up. Nah,
Oh
but it's
yeah.
all good. I've been getting a lot of not phone calls, text to the number that you have right there. Um, Asking me about the shows, and I was like, you know what? Let me just go online before I bring my next guest and just talk with the people a little bit. And I want to thank everybody who bought some Batana for me, everybody who bought my book because my book's been selling on Amazon. Let me tell y'all this real quick. If you buy my book on Amazon, it's I still get credit, so thank you for that. But a lot of people bought my book and they telling me they didn't get a signed copy. In order
Hmm.
for you to get a signed copy, you have to buy it from my website, myjourneywithdrsebi.com. It's right up there. Myjourneywithdrsebi.com. That's the way when you buy it from, I can actually see the book go out so I can sign it, personalize a note to you guys. But if you buy it from Amazon, which is still great, I just can't sign it, but you're still supporting me. So thank you guys for that. So I just wanted to put that out there. And KT, I want you to look at what I'm drinking, bro.
No, so it came.
You already know. This is my third refill, and all I gotta do is shake it up.
Yeah, that's that whale food. I be trying to tell folks that it only takes 3/4 of 1 gram, 3/4 of a gram to get like all these nutrients in for the day. That's it. That ain't even the full wooden spoon. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly. And
But
my package that I got, that's not a normal package, right?
oh no.
Oh, because when I saw that, I was open. I
No, no,
like
no, no.
that's not a normal size
That
right there.
that's that Costco's.
Okay,
That's
okay,
that Costco size right
okay. That
there.
this gonna last me forever. You know that.
You know I got you, man.
I
That
know.
whale food, man. That whale food.
And my wife was asking me, "Is it just for men?" And so I said, "You
Mm,
know what? I'm gonna have KT on today. So can first of all, Um, can I just put my? I want to show off my package. How well? Pause. Sorry.
Go on and show it to him right there. That's like that's like 12. That's like 16 jars.
Like right?
Yeah, that's about 16 jars or something like that up in there. That's a ridiculous. That's the ridiculous pack
All
right
right,
there.
now this is family pack right here. This family pack.
Oh yeah, that's gonna last y'all a long time. But
Oh,
no, it's for children, it's for women, it's for men, it's for pregnancy. It's safe. It's strictly just plant food, like in its most rawest form. We talking chlorophyll, zinc, iodine, all of these enzymes are up in there. And then of course the omega-3s are very high up in there too. So yeah, you can't have too much of it. And when you think you having too little of it, it really is just enough, you know. So it goes a long way. Most people that take it, they feel the difference instantly. Like it's within, I wouldn't even say minutes. It's within a minute. You're like, you get all this oxygen, you
that's
get,
a
you know,
fact. That's a fact.
the closest thing that I would say
Cocaine.
to the
No.
phytoplankton in terms of reactions from people
Uh-huh.
is Viento.
Mm. Okay.
Because I remember when people would take Viento, you know, it means wind, they get smacked like with all this energy and breath and everything like that from it. So I get the same reactions from the phytoplankton as I used to hear in regards to the Viento years ago. So
Oh, okay, okay. Yeah, no, because when it came in today, so I took some, and it's the same reaction I had when I was at your house. We was out there filming for a while. I asked you, yo, what did you put in this? Because my energy level was just. I thought I
Shoot.
was gonna be wired all night, but I slept like a baby
Oh
and
no,
woke.
no, no. The melatonin levels, it
Mm-hmm.
don't throw you off because it's not a stimulant. It's not like
Mm-hmm.
coffee. You know what I mean?
Okay.
It's actually giving you what you need.
Oh,
Um, the phytoplankton is like, I mean, I can't speak on it any more than people speak on it themselves. You know, you
yes.
got to experience it all on your own to know what it's hitting for. But it's one of the best things, man.
All right. Well,
Take.
Ski is asking how can he get it. KT's website is right under his name. Can you just
Yeah, so ionic botanicals.com, definitely. And then once the video's done, it'll probably be a link in the description anyway for you to just click on. But if you
definitely.
go to that site, that's where you'll find it at. Oh, that's what I was gonna say. Did you notice, like, when you scoop the powder, have you ever looked at the powder in light before?
No, I haven't.
Okay, so next time you scoop, okay, now if you want, or later,
Mm-hmm.
take the spoon, scoop it, and look in the light at the powder. It got diamonds in it. It sparkles. It has like,
Hold on. Hold on.
go look. You let me know what to see up in there. I wonder what they call stinky toe in Honduras. I'm assuming the trees grow there as well. But you see it as locust bean gum in ice creams and stuff like that.
Say
You
less.
know, they don't call it stinky toe in the cosmetic world. They call it locust bean gum.
All right. Nobody gonna come in my crib thinking I got some diamonds up in here, right?
Yeah, yeah. Scoop it out and put it under the light, and I want you to tilt the spoon back and forth and look at it.
Oh, that's a lot.
That is a lie. You
You're
don't
right.
need that much. You do
You're right.
not want to risk spilling
I,
none of that,
that's what I
boy.
was thinking.
Plus, it don't come out easy. That thing got some
Mhm.
pigment. Go on and move them blue blockers out the way. Tell me what you see.
I see it. I never
Ah,
did that before. I never did that before.
uh-huh. That's some
Because it's
crystals
my ring light is just bouncing all over it. I
right
see it.
over it, right? It's glitter
Yes.
like a glitter ball. You got that
Hmm.
Billie Jean jacket.
Man, that's dope.
But
That's
nah, that's
dope.
what's up, man. I'm glad you got it. And you know, whenever you need some energy, you know, you in the bag right now. You got it.
Yeah, no, I'm good.
Somebody was asking, have you ever had stinky toe? It's a fruit that grows in the Caribbean and Central America. The tree, it's real tall and it's a pod. And when you crack it open, it got like this powdery, kind of cakey flesh inside, and it smells like old socks. That's why they call it stinky toe, because it's funky. You might have another name for it in Honduras.
Yeah, most likely if it's in Honduras, because I think I done ate every fruit that's out there.
You put it in a smoothie, that thing, it's a thickener. It'll thicken it right up. Is used in the
Mm-hmm.
cosmetic industry under locust bean gum.
Oh wow, no,
Yeah,
I would have to check that out. If
I
send
got
me,
some around here
yeah,
somewhere.
send me a picture of it, and if it's in Honduras, I'll take a picture
Oh
with
yeah,
it
and
when
it
I get home.
looks like a toe, like the shape of the pot. You know how your big toe curves out and in,
Mm-hmm.
and it's fat at the top. That's what it looked like somebody cut somebody big toe off.
So it
That's
not
why they
only
call it
smell like
stinky
a
toe.
stinky toe, it look like one
Smell
too.
and look like it. You know we keep it simple, bro. Come on, man.
Facts. Well,
Yeah,
the name of my show today is recapping. So, and you just happen to be my first guest. So
honored.
let's
Yes.
talk about that first show. Like, how what did you get after you saw it again? Like, let's see how can we make it better. Any pointers for me? Like, I was on your live today, brother, and you are natural, man. You were just flowing. I like, man, this brother can go. And it's like you keep people engaged, and with the information that you given, it the way that it just flows is just effortless with you, man. So
Thank you.
salute to you for that, man. I thrive to be at that level one day. That's crazy.
It's a fine line. It's real easy to get people bored, you know what I'm saying, and tune out. So I try and do what I can, like you said, to try and engage people, create um what I want to call it, create circumstances that people can relate to. I was
Hmm.
talking about the S curve vector, so I talked about Superman. Everybody know who
Exactly.
Superman is. They can relate to that. You know what I'm saying? So I try and do those types of things. But no, when I look back at the first show, what made uh, that interview or that live different than most was you asked me about myself.
Hmm.
Shout out to King Indeed. He did that as well when he
Hmm.
brought me on. He wanted to speak about me, and it's very rare that I get on platforms and I get to speak on who I am and what made me who I am today. Usually it's straight into the information. It's, answering questions, it's addressing health, or it's breaking down some type of movie.
Yeah, true, true, true.
So, just hearing some of those questions and me having to think, I know that I made an error when you asked me one of those questions in regards of influencers and top fives. Is an individual that I did not mention.
Mm.
And it's not like he brought it to my attention or I got trouble with anybody. I just realized I didn't mention his name, and the brother's name is Dice. And I mentioned this brother to you before when you
I was
come
about
down to
to say
Atlanta.
you always
Yo,
mentioning
yeah,
dice.
you should finally be able to meet him because I believe he's going to be coming to the
We
event.
we're
But
gonna get to that in a few, but go
yeah, a
ahead.
little bit, a little bit. But my brother Dice, I've known for some 15 years or something like that. Feels like I've known him since I was a child. He's older, but he's a brother. He's a mentor. Always been there for me. Gives me the greatest advice. One of the most sound individuals. There's only one person that reminds me of him, and that's you. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
In
you told
terms
me that
of
before.
quality of being, you know what I'm saying? Mentality, state of mind, character, So big shout out to Dice. My apologies, brother, for not mentioning you the other day. You are number one in my book, bro. You know.
Salute the dice.
He
Salute
ain't
the
watching
dice.
this no way, but I gotta put it out in the ethers. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I can't wait to meet him. I can't wait to meet him.
Oh yeah, he's real. He's genuine right there.
And I want to thank you for letting me put your video on my platform, Moss. Let's
Thank
talk
you.
about let's talk about that video a little bit.
Oh yeah. Well, no. The thanks is to you for getting it up there. You know what happened on my end. You know what
Yeah,
I'm
yeah, yeah.
saying? And that was almost 3 weeks ago, like that quick. You know what I'm saying?
How
So
long
I
did they
think,
let it rock though?
uh, what'd you say?
How long did they let it play on your
7 hours.
Okay.
7 hours, and then it got up to almost 15, and then
Mm-hmm.
yeah. But it's almost at 5, or it's at 5 now on yours.
Okay.
Great commentary. People are commenting on it. They like it. They're enjoying it. I'm hoping they're sharing it. You know what I'm saying? I'm a poet. I'm an MC. That's how I express my music. You know what I mean? And the queen, she gets down with the music, with the R&B, and I get down with the hip hop. And in expressing music, I want to be able to um kind of speak to a wide variety, not just one audience, not just two audiences, but kind of do something that everybody is able to relate to, and I was able to do that, with my first video. And as I move through this project that I'm doing and introduce these other songs, you'll see how it all unfolds, but I got a whole vision, man, and I'm looking forward to sharing it with everybody.
Okay. Are all your videos gonna be based on CMOS or what? A lot of the stuff that you sell, or
They're gonna reflect me. Moss was the one out the gate because everybody's talking about CMOS right now. When it comes to health, people aren't saying Tylenol, Advil, Robitussin. They're saying CMOS. Even if they might not know what the top quality, the best grade is, it's in everyone's conversation,
they in the
as
ballpark at
well
least.
as uh, the dope game just being so prevalent in regards to television, film, movies, music, and like, can't we push herbs? You know what I'm saying? Like, technically, the weed man isn't a bad guy. He ain't pushing opioids. He ain't pushing oxycontin and all that type of stuff. You know what I'm saying? He's pushing cannabis sativa, cannabis indica, which we have a whole system, endocannabinoid system, designed to process it. So, you know, being able to push guaco and burdock, you know what I mean, and kalawala the same way that folks is pushing cocaine, but helping the community, helping the church, helping the schools. You know what I'm saying? So just having that kind of theme, and then there's a sci-fi element going on right now with what's, it looks like people have been taken over. There's people that that are straight tripping, like they flipping their thoughts, their perspective on things. You thought you know people, but they tripping and stuff like that. So that whole kind of they live energy, so I wanted to kind of put that all together in one, and it came out great, and then I had to make sure, I had the queens up in there too. That's definitely going to be a constant in most of my videos.
Yeah, and you know what bugged me out? You had your empress in the video,
Oh yeah.
and you guys had a moment in the video when you was getting in the car. You can just see, even though you kissed her on the cheek, you could just see the love was right there.
Oh yeah, it was
Even if
more like, why don't you get in the back with me, baby?
exactly, I'm like, if I didn't know y'all, I would have been like, them two up to something.
Yeah,
Y'all just
something's up
had
with
that
the two of
connection.
them.
You
Oh yeah,
can't
yeah.
hide that.
And a lot of people may not have noticed this, but when all the women are talking, um, in the beginning before I walk on the scene, Snap Twice is playing in the background. So
It
so her
is. You
song
right.
is
You
actually
right.
playing while they're talking. So it's, all the videos have kind of been a storyline. And this is kind of a continuation after her Snap Twice video,
I just realized I got a little bit of Snap Twice on my platform because of your
Oh,
video. I got a 2 for 1 in that video. I just realized
that's
that right
right.
now.
That's right. But yeah, we had some good actors in there. My man Jet Wavy was in there. We had Bradford Norris in there. Bradford Norris is in the movie Red Notice with The Rock and Ryan Reynolds and Gal Gadot. That's on Netflix right now.
Oh wow.
He's in Friday the 13th movie. But nah, he's an actor. That was the anchor man. He was
Okay.
also the doctor in the teaser that I did back in November for the video. So
Yeah, that's on my channel too. I
yeah,
remember that.
we had some individuals up in there, and then we had Thick Overload, who is, I said Overlord, Thick
Like, who's that?
Overload,
Hmm.
who is the sister who was named Guaco in the opening scene, and she is a CEO of a buns and basketball company where she has galvanized a group of thick women to play basketball,
In
and they
Atlanta?
got a whole league.
In Atlanta?
No, they go across the country. They're going to be in Miami in April. They're going to be back in Atlanta in May. They was just in Philadelphia and Houston. I think they just went up there too, and they ball too. Like
They get busy?
they get busy. Some of them are better than others, obviously. You know,
Hmm.
some is good on defense, but there's other things going on at that basketball game. It's wild. You ain't never seen nothing like that. But she actually came up with it, and she's the CEO of the thing. So it's like that woman you see, that ain't just some video girl that's just shaking her backside for
That's the
money.
CEO.
No,
Hmm.
that's a super businesswoman, professional. When I got to the studio, she was in her dressing room waiting. You hear what I'm saying?
Wow.
Yeah.
Well,
So,
that don't surprise me. You being connected to official people like that. That's
man, you gotta attract it. You know what I'm
Yo, I
saying?
wanted to touch something real quick that was actually off the topic.
Mm-hmm.
Chris, Will Smith smacking Chris Rock. Before you even say anything, let me just for the people who don't know,
You gonna say what I'm gonna say, but you know for sure from experience. Go on, let them know. I
yo,
ain't even gotta say it.
I've been working for television for years, over 10 years. In order for something to be broadcast or for us to see it, with the okay, or a lot of people know I was working with Wendy Williams when we had the TV show. We have an 8-second delay. The Oscars, I've been to the Oscars. Whenever anyone move, someone have to come by the seat, escort you to the stage. I don't care if it's President Obama, you need to get escorted to the front, or you getting taken out. For them to let all of this stuff happen, and then Will Smith cursing on TV, like they not blocking it at all. That whole thing, from a professional standpoint, where I've been, it's impossible for that to happen if the networks don't, if it wasn't part of the script. You as um a, you be breaking down movies. Tell me what you think.
So somebody in the chat said that slap wasn't alkaline.
That was acid for real.
So that was a conclusion that I came to. I didn't know about the rules at the Oscars, but what I said was it took an awfully long time for that man to stand up, walk from the seat to the stairs, climb up a whole flight of stairs, walk all the way through down the stage in front of him, slap him, turn around, walk back. That's a long time. And
Flips.
nobody said anything, blew a whistle, music didn't play, nothing like that happened. Chris, you could see him bracing for the hit. You know what I'm saying?
Actually lean forward.
Come on, man. And then the Pfizer was a sponsor for the Oscars, and they just acquired Arena. Arena is a company that has these rheumatoid arthritis medications that they just come to find out is very helpful with alopecia. So the whole alopecia conversation has exploded, because of Jada Pinkett, So it's so much you could look at that situation right there. But what I came to in terms of the reason why is this. Now, Robert, when you wanna come up with a nickname for Robert, what is a nickname for Robert? What is Robert for short? What do you call a Robert? Like Robert De Niro would also be known as what?
Isn't it Bob?
Bob De Niro.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. And then you have William, right? Like William Cosby Jr. William can be what? Bill, right?
Mm-hmm.
Everybody calls him Bill Cosby, but he's really William Cosby, right? What is the short name for Richard?
You asking me?
You or the audience? Anybody? Anybody knows what's short for Richard?
You got me there.
All right. DICK is short for Richard.
I've never heard that before.
Yep. People that have that name, they're really named Richard, and that's the short version of the name. Same way Bill is William, the same Bob is Robert, right?
So Dick Van Dyke name is Richard Van Dyke?
Here you go.
Wow.
So now you have to look at the title of the movie. It's called King Phallus. Okay?
Mm-hmm.
Why is that important? Because we know how much we're emasculated, how much the black man is attacked, and that the strength of the black man is not well respected and well received, especially in Hollywood. We're always getting emasculated. So this was the first time in Academy Award history that a black man was winning an Academy Award for a role where he played a black father married to a black woman, and together they raised their two black daughters to become the greatest at what they set out to do. I don't even think there's Golden Globes for that out. Like, we don't get awards for that. Like, Denzel had to be a thug. Halle Berry had to be a whore. You know what I'm saying? We got to be servants. We got to be all these other things. We are never a strong, powerful father figure married with family. So now when anybody thinks about the first Academy Award being given to a black man, Richard Williams is never going to be respected again, because every time you think of that Oscar, you're going to think about a sissy slap.
Yep, it's tainted. Right.
That's my take on it all.
I appreciate that. I never even thought of it that way. I was just thought it would stay, but there's a method to their madness. I see.
They said there ain't gonna be no black phallus on this stage because that's who the Oscar is. The Oscar is Ptah. Ptah is the Kemetic deity that stands erect and strong as a phallus would be. You know what I'm saying? And that's all jacked up, man.
Yeah. See, why you have to go deeper? I'm thinking I'm saying my shit, and you gonna take it to the next level. Now it's dope though.
That's an alley oop right there. Yeah. We just did a little 2-piece.
Thanks for the bills. All right. Let's get back. All right. So what else? We still on your show right now. What else? What did you take away from our first episode?
So yeah, me finding a balance between expressing who I am, and hopefully people will accept me for who I am, like in my video, and when they hear my music and they start seeing, other aspects of me,
Can you play the video? Can you play the video right here?
Yeah, you could share a screen and play it.
Hold up. Can you do it?
Yes, I can. Hold on.
All right.
Hopefully the sound. You gotta give me allow me to share screen.
Yes, sir.
Okay, there it is.
Let me give.
You gotta allow it though. Okay, there we go. All right, you ready?
Yes, sir.
All right, let her rip.
Yeah, I'm so tired. We've been acting all day. It's worked out, but by the way, this sea moss got me so thick and healthy. But you know what? My grandma cured it just like that. I know. I mean, like, my skin glowing.
Once that skin is glowing, that's what hardest work is in the world.
Oh, we gotta work hard. We gotta get this work out, right? And by the way,
Money. Oh,
we have more sugar coming in.
what I got a package.
And don't forget to meet with
Okay, bet.
What is this?
A new variant has swept the nation. This new variant, which is being called the Omega variant, is even more deadly and contagious than the first six. It is now imperative that you get the vaccination.
Y'all see that?
This just in. Jimmy Jams down on Shannon Way is now offering free baby back ribs with a side for every vaccination. You know anything about Jimmy Jams? They don't play with their ribs.
And you know I never been tested, cause my rights I keep protected. And the test is causing infections, and that mass is out of the question. So y'all say I'll be riding, then y'all say I'll be robbing. But I listen very closely, and it sound like you're lying. And you know I never been tested, cause my rights I keep protected. And the test is causing infections, and that mass is out of the question. I said the trust, all this business is bubbling like I'm balling. I pull up in the coloring, pardon me as I deliver my soliloquy. Poetry that's smooth in essence like I ink calligraphy. Always be accusing me of raising up the frequency. And I stay secluded with my oracle so peacefully. Listen to my food for thought and vision, dinner's candlelight. Analyze the gospel, say you'll be your own evangelist. Settling for ignorance, don't know how I'm standing there. Gotta get up off the bench, it's time to handle this American pandemic. It ain't COVID, it's abandonment. Treat it like it's politics, assassinate the scandalous. Telepathically, I leave the spirit in the ambulance. Truth is building up within the crystals of my amulet. Damn you, and you know I never been tested, cause my rights I keep protected. And the test is causing infections, and that mass is out of the question. So y'all say I'll be riding, then y'all say I'll be rhyming. But I listen very closely, and it sound like you're lying. And you know I never been tested, cause my rights I keep protected. And the test is causing
In the coloring.
set up a trust. Business is bubbling like I'm balling the moss. I pull up in the coloring. It took it a minute to jump. Finally, I'm a boss. My units is moving in unison cause I got the most. I'm catching in conscious Christmas, stacking them by the key. Imagine the kind of kitchen to cook it up for the street. You eat and causing this nigga fuck your tradition.
Hey.
Vision, the mission consisting of a revision. A provisional ritual that we change from the ground. An easy healing when the nature, so they patented round. They lying about dandelion. I am no milk at this, so my iron is handy flying and finding that silky tissue. Pistols will hit their gristle, they twist, you won't know where it hit you. Missiles are up to it, you never go up to get them. No, I never been tested, cause my rights I keep protected. And the test is causing infections, and that's out of the question. Say I'll be rhyming, but I listen very closely, and it sound like you're lying. And you know I never been tested, cause my rights I keep protected. And the test is causing infections, and that mass is out of the
Nino Brown.
I pull up in the coloring.
problems as solutions. Hey,
Yeah.
look at
Yo.
that.
Congratulations again, bro.
Woo.
I love that video.
Man, thank you so much,
Who
man.
did it? Who did the video? To give us some props. Who did
All
that
right,
video?
the video was directed by Derek Pope. Derek Pope is part of a production company called High Arc Media. Now I'm the arts degree, and for some reason I end up finding High Arc Media, And Derek Pope, he's a fellow Scorpion, you know what I mean? He's able to feel where I'm coming from. I met him with Snap Twice.
Okay.
Because with that song, I wanted to elevate her music and the visuals. So I was like, let's find a production company. So, we went through the ringer with that one. That was a whole adventure. And then I was like, now it's my go,
Yeah.
and I fed him the idea. He had to watch the movie. We went back and forth. Like y'all have no idea. Well, some of y'all probably do, but you definitely do in regards to doing television.
Yes,
but,
sir.
So much like went into doing this video for them little 4 minutes and 45 seconds, bro. Like all the work that went in it, you would think it'd be 2 days worth of film you'd be watching, but it all came together very well. He did an exceptional job. The things that I'm not thinking about, he is, because he is the artist behind the camera, so I might be really ambitious with something and he'll be like, well, let's try this. This might come across better in filming, you know what I mean? To get that point across. So, big shout out to Derek and the entire High Arc Media team. They were like 12 deep or something.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It was a whole crew.
No, you can tell that wasn't that was a big production. Like,
oh yeah. We went all the way in.
all right. Talk to me about Atlanta, man. I want to talk about Atlanta this Sunday. I mean,
yes.
the 17th.
So let's hit me with the share screen again.
Yes, sir.
All right, so that's the flyer right there. So in Atlanta, April 17th, which is not this Sunday, but next Sunday, in Lithonia, which is right outside of Atlanta, at the Black Dot Bookstore. This is the bookstore that's in the video. You know what I'm saying? That you see me at, we first see the aliens and everything.
Mm-hmm.
But here I'm going to be speaking on herpes. Now, one of the reasons why I'm doing a herpes lecture is because big shout out to Victor. Victor just trailblazed through Atlanta a couple weeks ago. And he did an event where he was speaking on herbs. Well, specifically, he said, I'm not going to be talking about herbs. I'm going to make you feel these herbs. So he was all about experience. And he gave me a shout out at the event saying, there are people here. Like Atlanta needs help. Atlanta is not healthy. A lot of people got herpes here. KT is here. I'm like, I am here. So I was like,
talk about alley-oop.
That's what I'm saying. I'm like, I am here. So let me come out and let me talk about herpes. And you know what I thought about Mr. G? I was like, this was almost a mistake on my part, because I'm like, I'm doing an event talking about how to get rid of herpes, right?
Mm-hmm.
But people are not going to want to show up because if you show up,
it's like telling on yourself.
Yeah, you're telling on yourself. You know what I'm saying? Everybody in there gonna be like, nah, I'm here for a friend. Then I didn't consider that. I'm like, yeah, this is probably one of the worst events to do, because most people are not going to be forthcoming in regards to getting this information. But, I suggest, you just swallow your pride and come on out, because let me tell you, people are dealing with things way worse. And technically, if you really want to understand this, everybody has herpes. Everybody does.
To ask you that.
Yeah, we all do. It's chicken pox. You know
Mhm.
what I'm saying? It's the same virus, except that, you know, when you get older and you know you're dealing with a lot of toxicity, stressful environments, or you're laying down with somebody unclean, then yeah, you know, you increase your chances of expression.
Mhm.
So it's more along the line of deactivation than it is getting rid of, because that's like say getting rid of your arm, like it's part of you. You know what I'm
Okay.
saying? So I want to just give people a better understanding of what herpes is and how to stop the outbreaks, you know, and all the different remedies that exist today that you might not be aware of, you know, that doesn't have anything to do with medication or shots or living with something, and you can't even have a relationship, you can't have children, you know, all this stuff. You know, we got to get past that. So we're going to talk about the herbs, the remedies, the protocols that are to be taken in regards to HSV1 and HSV2. And then the other part of the presentation is a detox to the dab,
Mm.
to the
I,
detox to the,
I know what you're talking about.
you know,
And if y'all don't know
so
what he's talking about,
come on.
a lot of us had to do it.
So many people went against their better judgment and made that decision. Some people didn't make the decision, but still want to know. You know what
I,
I'm saying?
I honestly think
Info.
you should emphasize on that more because there's a lot of people that did it and just want to take a detox, get that shit out
That's
their
right.
system.
So that's why I'm providing this information. I'm going to give you an understanding of what it is, what's inside you, what could be happening to you, and then the necessary steps to offset those particular things that I explained, you know,
Hmm.
natural remedies. So it's a solution oriented lecture. Everything that I'm speaking on, I'm going to be giving answers and solutions to. But at the same time, I'm going to spend a good amount of time explaining what the issue and the problem is so you can understand what the body's going through and then understand, you know, what needs to be done. And I'm doing all of this in explaining a system in the body called the APUD system, APUD. And these
Hmm.
are just a group of cells that exist in different systems in the body that will help, you know, with both of these situations. So that's what the lecture is going to be about. And in addition to that, I'm going to be blessed with the presence of Mr.G. He's about to roll on down to the A. So all of y'all that's trying to take pictures and get your book signed and get a book directly from him and holler at him, see the man of the hour, he's gonna be in the building.
Yeah, no, I can't wait. I love the A. I love the A. I got a lot of friends and family out there. One of my sons is out there, so it's gonna be good for me. And I can't wait, man. You know me, I'm bringing my cameras. I'm videotaping everything.
Oh yeah, we going in on that day. It's gonna be fun. It's from 5 to 8. It's only 3 hours. You know what I mean? I'm known to go way longer than that, but we're gonna keep it G because since Mr. G is in the house, you know what I'm
Okay.
saying?
Who else gonna be in the
Um,
building? 26691 gonna be there?
Oh yeah, you know she's gonna be up in the building. Mama Jade's gonna be up in there as well. There might even be some extended family from the Oracle side because she's gonna have some family in town. So I'm hoping some of them come on through as well. So you'll be able to meet some more of the family. Um, but yeah, it's gonna be fantastic, man. I'm looking forward to this. This is really starting up a lecture circuit. You know what I mean? Because I'm gonna be coming up that way to New York. You know, I got
Yes, yes.
something popping in California too. You know,
Yeah,
I
you're
got
gonna
a few
we're gonna
things.
definitely be in Brooklyn. We got a I ain't even gonna mention the name, but you know where I'm talking
Oh yeah,
about.
yeah, yeah, yeah. We don't gotta say where
That's
yet.
just getting
Just
ridiculous.
that is about to pop off. That's all
Hmm.
y'all needs to know. But yeah, we're gonna be in the building April 17th. If you want tickets, all you have to do is go to the website. Which once I get out of the screen, once she puts his filters back or his frame back on and everything.
Dang.
There we go. Bow. It's
Right there.
Bioticbotanicals.com. If you go there to the event page, that's where you'll find the tickets at. Or if you go to my Instagram, KT the Arch Degree, and just hit the link in bio, it'll take you straight to the tickets. So we only got limited seating.
What's
You know,
the
once,
what's the amount that it can hold the spot?
oh, we only going up to 80.
Wow. Okay, so they got to get those tickets now.
They rolling.
I can imagine. I can
And they
imagine.
is rolling, and once it sells out, it's sold out. I'm not taking anybody. Once I put it on Instagram and YouTube that it's been sold out,
That's
ain't
it.
nobody letting in that door. You know what I mean? I'm gonna have security there and everything. No offense. You know what I'm saying? Because the location can only have a certain set of people. I want the people to be comfortable. Plus, the ones that took the time to purchase tickets. Some people are gonna be flying from out of town. Some people are gonna be driving from out of town. You know what I mean? I want to make sure that, you know, I have it hospitable for them, you know, and people not banging on the door midway through the lecture like, hey, KT, can I get one more ticket?
Okay.
You know? But
there's gonna be food there.
Yes, I'm gonna have some food there. I'm not cooking. I'm not cooking, but I'm gonna have some nibbles because you know you're doing a 3-hour event. You know, as deep as I'll be going in, I'm gonna want to make sure I have something for the people to snack on and for the people to eat. But I'm gonna be doing a food event. I know, like every time Mr.G find out I'm not cooking for the people, he's like, they have no idea what they're missing. Like I wanted to cook for Victor, while he was here, but the window was so small. You know what I'm saying? So the next time, I'm definitely gonna, you know, hook him up and take care of him. But he had some people around him that was making sure he was well taken care of.
Yeah, he was actually at my house last night. So
oh yeah,
my queen made him some of her gumbo, hooked them up.
Oh, I saw a picture of that gumbo.
Yo,
you might have to freeze that and
bring some
down overnight or something.
I got you. And you know what I'm bugging out every time you mention Victor. Do you know Kyrie Irving came to his event in Jersey?
I saw.
No, Kyrie had a mask on, sitting in the front. He was asking Victor questions about stuff. No one knew it was Kyrie Irving until they left. He took the mask on and said, "Can I take a picture?" Yeah, could I take a picture with you? So Kyrie sitting, because you know he's only 6'1", 6'2".
Right,
so
right.
He fits into society. He's not 7 feet, so you don't think NBA when you see him.
Right.
He's sitting down in the front of Victor seminar with a mask on. No one knows this Kyrie Irving right there asking the questions until it was time for them to leave. So Victor didn't even know who he was. They had to tell him, no, he plays in the NBA and his brother got skills.
No, he don't just play in the NBA. He don't play.
Exactly.
That man don't play. We talking about Jim Brown.
Yeah,
we talking Ali,
exactly.
You know what I'm saying? That's what Kyrie Irving doing. This is a brave, powerful warrior we got that happens to play basketball.
Yo, and check it out how he's at Victor's lecture, and the next day he has a game.
Of course, because he probably took some of them herbs.
Victor said he bought up almost everything he had, and he was out.
Yeah, so salute man, please. That's his Gatorade for the next day.
Yeah, man. Salute to Kyrie.
Out 40 or something.
Salute to Kyrie, man. He a real one.
Salute to Kyrie. Salute to Victor. Everybody, you know, Victor is getting the reach out he deserves. You know, following through in his father's legacy. He's doing great work. You know, I got to see him up close, personal, hug him, smell him, see him in front of me, healthy, great skin, beautiful teeth, bone structure, very sharp, intelligent, melodious. Like he's a whole vibe all to himself. He ain't trying to be nothing.
Exactly.
He ain't trying to be. He is who he is, bro. He is his father's son, and I love him for it, you know. So
and he loves you, man. The whole time he was here, my brother KT, And one thing about Victor, he doesn't have a gray area. If he's messing with you, he's messing with you.
If he's not, he's not.
His arch enemy.
No, I want to be the arch degree, not the arch enemy.
Okay.
Yeah.
Nah, so somebody text. Hold on 1 second.
Nah, you good. But nah, Victor was fantastic when he was down here. He was able to share with everybody the honey from the black bee, from the
Tell
bee.
me, how did you feel after he put that honey in your
Oh
eye?
man, I told everybody it's similar to having on like shades. Like I got these on now, and then afterwards taking these lenses out and then looking through the frames. So it felt like whatever sight I had, it got like smeared away. And now I was looking through a veil. Like I was looking through a whole nother thing. Everything was clearer.
Did it sting?
It was uncomfortable. Like I cook. So in cooking, you know, cutting up onions,
Okay.
you get that burn. You know what I'm saying? I use Dr. Bronner's soap, you know, from here and there. Anybody who use Dr. Bronner's know you get some of that in your eye. It's a wrap, boy. You know what I'm saying? So I know what it feels like for your eye to stain, something get in there. So that's kind of what it felt like. But once you start tearing, just let blink and let the tears flow, and then it was gone. You know what I'm saying? It was gone. It didn't really last long to me. And then yeah, everything was just clearer. You know, the queen, she took it. My mama took it. You know, we all
Mama Pills took it.
Oh yeah.
I didn't know Mama did
it. Yeah. Mm-hmm. And then Victor's so serious when he do it too. He get all up in your face. Pow! Open that.
Yeah, he ain't playing no games.
He's dropping that thing up in there, man. But yeah, he's so serious, man. He was giving away a package for a $2,000 package at the raffle, and you just had to answer a question. So the question was, he was like, why y'all like taking sea moss? And somebody was like, 92 minerals, and he was like, how you know? Everybody be talking about 92 minerals. How you know 92 minerals? He was like, somebody come up here and write 92 minerals. Write them on the board. And he was like, no, I'm not even going to tell you to do all 92. Just do 10. 80 people up in there. Nobody could write more than 6.
Of course, you couldn't go up. Of course, he didn't let you go up.
Oh, yeah, I was, you know, me and my mom is disqualified. We weren't allowed to answer anything. We got to add some points, but we wasn't able to participate in any games. Nobody got it right. So what he did is he just gave the $2,000 package to everybody. He let everybody come in there and just take something free out the box.
Wow. Yeah, that sounds like him.
Gangster. Like, what you gonna say to that? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
I don't think you do live and learn, man.
All right, so we talked about you. Let's get to episode 2.
Episode 2. Oh yeah, episode 2 was Dr. Inky and the Inky cycle.
Yeah, exactly. What do you take from that?
Come on now. You know Inky is a beast. You know he don't play no games. And what he did was he was able to tie melanin, diabetes, sweeteners, sugar all into one umbrella. And in a very, very humble manner, be able to communicate to the community, to the masses, and let them know what needs to be done to overcome diabetes. Because you can't overcome a thing that you don't understand. And if you had a preconceived notion of what diabetes was and it's wrong, that's going to affect how you take care of that problem. So him providing all that clarity in regards to what's really happening in regards to diabetes, how sugar is not supposed to be on its own, it's supposed to be connected, you know, to other molecules, you know, minerals and other things to make it a complete molecule that's going to end up assisting the body. But no, he did an exceptional job, as he always does, in regard to health, wealth, and the body. And I think he did a great job communicating that to the audience.
So salute the ink. Salute the
Oh yeah, yeah.
inky.
That was a strong show. That was a very and for those of y'all that ain't seen the Inky Cycle yet, and y'all don't know who he is, check it. Go take a look at that video. You're going to learn a lot about you and your people that you probably didn't know before.
Uh, Real quick, we got Willie Lynch Jr. in the building. Yo,
Not
Willie,
Willie Lynch Jr.
Willie, are you in New York? Cause I think that Willie, he did the Apollo yesterday. I saw a post. He's a comedian, and he's not only a comedian, he's a herbalist. This brother is deep. I got some contribo for Willie. Willie, please don't. I'm gonna blow myself up. I still ain't sent a contribo out.
Ah, we trying to see if he in New York, so y'all could just link
If
up.
he's in New York,
Where
hit
you
me
at,
up.
Willie? Where you at?
Yeah, if you're in New York, man, just come by the crib. Text me. I'll send you the address. Because I know he did the Apollo yesterday. I think he did the Apollo yesterday. So if you're in New York, text me, please.
So he did the Apollo, and you do the Apollo.
You get it?
Got the Apollo at the Apollo. Oh man, he in East St. Louis.
He's
Yeah, my mama does love me. He probably talking about the Instagram. Yeah, that the post of Victor dropping that honey in my eye is at like 22,000 views, bro.
Wow.
It's crazy. And my mama's up in there.
Oh, she's in it? Okay.
Yeah, as he dropped it in my eye, she leaning back, looking at her son, like, you better not hurt my baby now.
Make sure you do it right.
Yeah, but no, I'm gonna make sure Mr. G gets the contribo to you, bro. I'm gonna remind him. Don't you worry about it. I got you. East St. Louis.
You know what? I'm gonna go send that out tomorrow before I get because I'm going back out there soon. So, and this is from the first batch. He gonna kill me. All right. So, who is the third show?
Lauren Vanderpool.
Lauren Vanderpool. That's my little
Yes.
sis right there. She's so humble, man. She's all over the place. She's so humble.
Oh yeah.
How you feel about her show?
Oh, that show was great. I like the fact of how comfortable she was. Like she made me feel like she was in Honduras. You know what I mean? She just had on her little kind of like yoga house outfit on. You know what I'm saying? Just chilling, laid back. And she just told her stories because essentially that's what it is. We all have countless stories of either Dr. Sebi himself, experiences with him, or experiences that we had based on, the lessons that we learned from him. So
what she said about Sebi, didn't she hit it right on the nose?
A few things.
That's Sebi all day.
That girl, ain't nobody trying to.
That was him all day.
Listen, that is the number one game. If you want a woman, if you're interested in a woman, that's the kind of energy you gotta have towards her, and then she gonna love you. Like, girl, ain't nobody even think about that.
Sebi was a master.
But what I love about what she has to offer is the passion involved in food, because just because you're vegan, plant-based, whatever, just because you can identify vegetables and fruits and you even know how to pick them when you go to the store doesn't mean you understand the alchemical process of the culinary arts. Everybody doesn't know how to throw down. You know what I'm saying? So for her to have such passion towards cooking and to be able to actually translate that passion in the food that's presented, because Sebi swore by her food.
Yes.
You swear by her food.
Yes, sir.
My brother swear by her food. Everybody that I've met, that I've known, is just knocked out the box. Like, bro, she can just give you a little bite size or something, and you just like, woo.
Because when I met her, I didn't even know who Dr. Sebi was. I'm just going inside this spot to do a photo shoot, but she had it laced with food.
Right.
I didn't even and this is the time I was eating anything under the sun.
Right.
Man, I ate a little bit of everything she had out there, and everything tastes good. She just asked me, what you like to eat, what kind of fruit you like to eat. Well, I told her mango, and she said, try this mango. Whatever juices she put on it, yo, took it to a whole different level. Then she had um it was just so, you know how fruit cocktails look?
Mm.
She has something similar to that, but it's whatever sauce she put on top of it, man, it just brought it to life.
Smacking. And all of these are all aspects or facets of Dr. Sebi.
Yeah.
I came in and I told a story of my mother, and she led to the whole creation of Usha Institute in Brooklyn and why all y'all even know who he is. You know what I'm
Yo,
saying?
I wish I could get your moms on the show, man,
Oh,
because
you listen, we supposed to
I
talk about who you got coming up. Mama Pill about to be on
because
in
her
here.
story is
It's just a matter of what show she's going to be on. You know what I'm
yeah,
saying? But nah, she's most definitely coming on, so she can tell the story because she do it better than anybody.
yeah,
You know what
yeah,
I'm
facts,
saying?
facts.
And Inky came, and then he got into the diabetes aspect, the iron aspect, that the science aspect that
He,
Sebi is
he even
speaking on
he
all the
even
time.
spoke a little bit about herpes too.
Yep, yep. Speaking on herpes as well,
Excuse me.
Then Lauren Vanderpool came on and she got into the food aspect of things because it's not about being vegan, it's not about being plant-based, it's about being alkaline, right? So
And she talked about Sebi's personality for the people who don't
oh
know
yeah,
him.
for sure. But I think we all end up covering that. That's
Yes.
the common denominator, and then you entered into the last show that you had, which was one of the most powerful, and that was the first time ever. You know what I'm
Oh,
saying?
Pablo, yes.
Yes, Pablo Medina. You know what I'm saying?
I'm
Ain't
still
nobody
bugging.
ever had Medina on their show. Ain't no
I'm still
Medina
bugging.
interviews out there. What?
I'm still
Now,
bugging. He agreed to do it.
two things people need to recognize about that show. Now, I recognize that the air was so thick you could have sliced it with a butter knife. It was thick, right? But the
Facts.
thickness came from two main things. And one of those was this was the first time this man was ever being interviewed on some live before. And I know, it's one thing to talk with your homie in a room, but to get in front of the camera and lights, you got to be doing that time until like when you started doing lives, you had to
Mhm.
get more comfortable,
Yes,
right?
sir. Yes, sir. I'm still getting comfortable.
Then the second thing is the fact that y'all doing a whole documentary. So it's like,
No,
how do
even
I answer this?
that's the third part. I believe the
Mhm.
second part is I'm somebody who was banging on him at one point.
True,
You feel me?
true.
I'm somebody who has some information, and if you read my book, I'm like, how does this man even own Dr. Sebi's business? And I was going at him hard. So for us to go through what we went through, and for him to be comfortable enough to come on something live with me, knowing that I knew the truth now, that said a lot about the last 6 months I've been working with him.
That's right. And then with the documentary, knowing how to answer questions without giving the documentary away.
Yes.
You see what I'm saying? So it's like you want to answer and then you got to pump the brakes because like, oh man, I don't want to like, you know what I'm saying? That's in the documentary. I want people to watch the documentary so they can see the whole story. I don't want to slip up and give too much information out. So I know he was dealing with a few things, you know what I'm saying? And all of that translated, into the tension. But even with that tension that was in the air, it still was a great interview, and he still was able to answer some questions that people wanted to know.
Yeah, because my whole thing, even when I met him, when we was on the documentary, he didn't want to tell me anything. He didn't. I was like, yo, Pablo, keep it real with me. Talk to me about what was going on with Dr. Sebi in jail. Tell me. I just went straight at him.
Right.
And he was like, I could show you, this was his exact words to me. I could show you better than I could tell you. This man flew me to Orlando, Atlanta. He flew me to Honduras.
Mm,
Um, he flew me. He let me go to a part of Honduras I haven't been to in a long time. I had to do like a 6 hour drive into a mountain to meet up with the police officer that escorted them from the precinct to the
mhm,
prison.
mhm.
The priest, the he's not even a regular police officer. He was the captain of the station.
Oh,
He got fired because he kept saying, "Why is this man in jail? He has all the paperwork that he need to explain the money why he's in jail." So when he saw that they was up to some bullshit, he resigned. But what they didn't know, he was taking pictures of everything, and he gave us those pictures. So it's in Pablo's documentary. Somebody's asking about Nick Cannon documentary.
ooh.
Nick Cannon documentary was supposed to come out in January and for Sundance, but Utah got plagued with COVID. So I'm just waiting on Nick to tell me when we're gonna put it out there again. So it's the documentary is already done. So if anyone's tell you that Nick is not doing it, that's bullshit. The documentary is already done. I'm one of the producers, so I know I can tell you for a fact that it's done. Last time I was in LA, Nick and I had a conversation, so we good. The documentary I'm talking about now is Pablo's documentary. It's called I Was There. And we finished filming that one, and it's in the editor's hand right now. So we waiting for a trailer, but we're gonna definitely start promoting that one once it's ready. And let me tell you about my documentary. My documentary is coming out. I actually saw some of it. KT, remind me to send you the new link.
Oh,
The,
please
the new link, trust me.
send me the
So
link.
once I approve my documentary, and my documentary is basically a whole bunch of videos that I've filmed of Dr. Sebi behind the scenes, my journey with Dr. Sebi. So a lot of the stuff that you guys saw in my book, a lot of okay, a lot of stuff that you guys read in my book, how I tell everybody everything in my book I can prove. You're gonna actually be able to see Dr. Sebi himself talking about a lot of the stuff there. So I can't wait. So that's three documentaries that I'm involved in. My own documentary. I'll release the name soon. Nick Cannon's documentary, Strong Enemies. KT, you're in Strong Enemy. KT, you're in. I was there too.
I'm there.
You all over the place.
I'm,
You in,
I'm I'm everywhere. I'm the arch degree, man.
oh,
I'm spanning through universes, man.
okay, and you know you're in my documentary.
And in your book, I'm in the book
Yes, sir.
and
Look at,
doing the audio book as well.
come on, man. You you
Yeah,
you
yeah.
just
Putting
we
that work
family for
in.
life.
Putting that work in. Now,
Yep.
somebody had mentioned that Sebi was against honey, so why is his son advocating honey now? This is the issue that I have with people and Sebi. See, people think they know Sebi because they started listening to him a few years ago on YouTube. Because they started watching Sebi on YouTube. Well, were you watching Sebi on VHS? Were you listening to Sebi from a pew or a chair in a lecture hall in the 80s? Huh? Were you listening to Sebi in the rainforest in St. Croix like I was? So you have to really have a better understanding of who Sebi is and what he stands for. So yeah, Sebi did have a problem with honey.
Hold
Oh,
hold hold on, KT. You know I hate cutting you off, brother, but let me let me help you with that topic right there. And it's rare that I can help you with something, so let me have this.
go on, go on, go on.
Dr. Sebi gave me honey while we was on tour.
There we go.
The same honey that his son is giving people. If you go inside my channel and my playlist and look at Dr. Sebi in Atlanta, with Walik Shabazz, you're going to see Dr. Sebi say, Mr. G and I enjoyed some honey. I know you don't like honey, but this honey is the real deal. Is a lowdown. So for the people who's asking about this same honey, go inside my playlist whenever you have time. Go look at Dr. Sebi in Atlanta, interviewed by Walik Shabazz. I believe it's around 49 minutes. You're going to see Dr. Sebi talking about how he gave me honey and we enjoyed it while we was in Atlanta. So if you don't know, just ask. Stop trying to bang on people. And
Right.
I'm gonna leave
Like
these
you know.
comments. I'm gonna leave these comments up so people can see. And if you're not trying to bang and you just asking regular question, well, I apologize for getting upset, but I hate when someone talk about something as if they know when they don't know.
And they don't know. And Sebi was talking about like honey you see at the supermarket that's made in mass. You know what I'm saying? There's no way bees are making that much honey all over the world. The honey that Victor has, the honey that Mr. G used, the honey that Sebi speaks on comes from Honduras, comes from Mexico, comes from Central America. It's a black bee, and it only yields honey once a year. Okay, now that's the honey that he always stood by. Matter of fact, there's a video of him walking, or a picture of him walking. I don't know if he's in Honduras or wherever, but he's talking about the honey, and he got the honey in his hand then. So, y'all have to do your due diligence in y'all research and stop just hovering on the surface just enough to troll,
Yeah,
or to bang, or to act like you know about a man who's no longer here. You
because
know what I'm saying?
Solomon Harris said you all sold Dr. Sebi out. I would love you to explain how. I'm not even going to delete the comment. Tell me how, and um, I would really like to know how. So, like I was saying, the honey that they saying his son is going. I was on tour with Dr. Sebi, and Dr. Sebi had that same honey.
Yep.
He talked about that honey, and he talked about Joan mushrooms at the same time. He loved it,
From the stingless bee.
and
Okay, from the stingless bee,
and
But yeah, I didn't even want to go off the track like
yeah,
that.
yeah. But
I
I
just
hate
wanted
when
to
I
address
see.
it real quick.
That's why live and all that shit. I'm not too good with it because
That's
when
why
people,
I'm here, Mr.G. You
yeah,
don't even gotta
yeah,
worry about that.
I hate when
You ain't
people
gotta
do
worry
stuff
about
like that when they don't know what they're talking about. And if y'all think I'm lying, like I said, go to my playlist and hear it out of Dr. Sebi's mouth himself before y'all think I'm lying.
Yeah, because once you hear it out of his mouth, and then there's other videos that exist on YouTube with him talking about the stingless black bee out of Honduras. He talks
Yeah,
about it. You know what I'm saying? Listen, one thing you need to know about Victor. Victor ain't about to pump nothing his daddy wasn't pumping, bro.
facts.
He ain't about to try nothing new. He ain't about to
Mhm,
do that.
facts.
if he got honey, his daddy had that honey. Okay, and it's as simple as that.
All right. Lawrence King, Mr. G, you still play ball? So I don't know if you I don't know if I know this brother or not, but if this is one of my brothers, I used to play ball back in the days. Please let them know how I used to get down. And yes, I still play ball. I'm not dunking no more, but I still play ball. I can
Unless
still
you
touch
have,
the rim.
unless you have to.
You feel me?
He don't dunk no more. All money.
Okay. All right. So
Yeah.
let's say this. I apologize, but
But now we
let's
kind of
move
went
on.
off a tangent. We
Mhm.
was on your fourth episode talking about Pablo,
Pablo,
and
yeah.
just wanted to give thanks to the brother for coming through and blessing your platform and being brave enough to come forth and speak, you know what I mean, about those issues, and letting people know about this documentary so that they can get their questions answered, so that's very necessary. So
Yeah, after the live, I actually called Pab and I was like, "Yo, Pablo, thanks for coming through." And he was like, "Yo, Mr. G, when we connected again, I knew I see what Dr. Sebi saw." And he was like, it was a pleasure. Like anything I could do to help. He's like you now. You see how yeah, KT, I'm running low on such and such, and well, you oh no, I can't say he like you because I ain't never got no monster package like this. This is crazy. This is crazy. But salute to Dr. Sebi Cell Food. Like I know I was going at them at one point, and it's because the information that I had led me to think that what I was saying was accurate, but I never took away from their herbs. Their herbs is what helped my sister when she was going through what she was going through. So salute to Dr. Sebi Cell Food. Like I'm never going to forget what y'all did for my family. And I got an interview up on my channel where my niece talks about how the packages kept coming, just kept coming, kept coming, kept coming. So salute to that. And I'm looking forward to you guys to seeing the Nick Cannon documentary. Let me tell you about the Nick Cannon documentary real quick. The Nick Cannon documentary is basically going to break down how Dr. Sebi beat the New York Supreme Court. Um, Nick Cannon's research team is no joke. Documents that we thought was unobtainable, they got it. I didn't even know. Maybe KT, that they actually sealed those records for
Oh
20
yeah.
for 20 years or something like that. So they available now. Um, that documentary with Nick Cannon, y'all going to see exactly what happened in court and everything like that. The one of Pablo, the one of Pablo, y'all going to find out Dr. Sebi's last thoughts while he was in jail. You're going to find out how Doc was feeling when they put the handcuffs on him. Yeah, and we could prove a lot of that with pictures. And Pablo have some video that Doc was talking about like that. Y'all going to get to know how Pablo became Dr. Sebi's right hand man. So the people that saying that he just met Dr. Sebi and now he's the owner, no, y'all gonna find out how he became owner. And in my documentary is basically going to be a lot of stuff that we talking about like today. Y'all gonna hear it from Dr. Sebi himself because my document is just a whole bunch of my videos when I was filming Doc behind the scenes, and you see bits and pieces of my footage in Nick's documentary and in Pablo's documentary. But in my documentary, we just put it all in order like we did in the book.
Hmm.
Yeah, so
It is. There it is. Oh yeah, man. You
yeah,
got a
so
lot of good content coming y'all way, man. And that's not the end. That's just the beginning. There's so much. You know how many eras there are in Sabi's life? Like he got a whole little just like Marvel have all these phases where all these movies phase one, phase two, phase four. Yeah.
hmm
Sabi got phases, bro. And
yo,
these documentaries is only covering the later phases.
I like that, and I like the fact that his name is about to just be out there, man. Well,
Oh
it's already out there, but it's taking it to another level now. And I want to shout out my. I forgot to tell you, KT. I got a sponsor now. I got my first sponsor,
yeah.
CL95. My man John Nunez is my first sponsor.
Okay.
I'm that my next live, I'm actually put his logo on one of the banners, and
Okay.
he's going to supply me with. So my gear is about to get stepped up.
Oh, this man got a sponsor.
Yeah, yeah. So I'm excited about that. I'm excited about
Congratulations
that.
on that one.
Reached out to me, and he's going to help out. And hold on, I'm trying to visit the village. All right, if you want to visit the Usha village, Lawrence, you can actually go to Usha Village, HN at gmail.com. That's their email. Email them and they'll let you, because I'm not affiliated with Usha Village. But if you want to connect to Usha Village, It's Usha Village, H like Harry, N like Nancy, at gmail.com. Email them and they'll let you know availability or how you can do it, how you can go visit them. And yes, Usha Village is still open.
So, what do people have to look forward to in your future episodes? Seeing that you just covered this first four, what is the next four going to be looking like?
Oh man, what I'm trying to do, bro, I'm just trying to basically have people on my platform that knew Dr. Sebi. Like your mother, like I can't wait. I can't wait to do that because the details that she have, only she have, and she can only tell you the way when she speaks, she actually takes you on the journey.
Yes, she does.
So I can't wait for that. Victor is going to be one of my next guests as well.
Ooh. Yes,
Victor
yes.
want to sit and talk to the people, and
Nice.
I have some people, excuse me, outside of Dr. Sebi. Like I remember I worked with Wendy Williams, so I got some people I worked with that want to be on the show. Some of the producers, um, but Paul Anthony from Full Force, who met Dr. Sebi,
Oh yeah, yeah,
he want to come tell his story. So I'm looking forward to him. I
Tell
get
them House Party is
exactly,
will always be one of my
but
favorite films of all time.
I hope I can get this brother to sing because I actually because Paul and I we go way back. We go back to like 1998.
Wow.
Paul, when he comes on the show, I'm trying to get him to sing. You know, he wrote a lot of songs for NSYNC,
Oh
Justin
yeah, yeah. They
Bieber,
were behind the whole boy band movement. Yeah.
and a lot of Lisa Kojam. Remember her?
Oh yeah.
One thing, if he do it, he's gonna mess your head up because this brother, he sings every song that he wrote, he sing it exactly like the song.
He knows what
High,
he's at.
low. Like if you don't look at him, you would think Lisa's sitting right there.
What?
I have him on film from 99, but I have my the camera that you put the tape inside.
Mm-hmm.
I'm trying to get him on 4K quality now.
Doing it.
Yes, so
Oh yeah, yeah, yeah.
hopefully I get him to talk to do that after he
That's
speaks
classic
about
right
Dr.
there,
Sebi.
man.
Oh,
Oh,
we got Sisu Longmore Senior. What up, Pastor? That's my boy right there, man. He's somebody that reached out to you ever call somebody on the phone and from the time they say hello, you're like, okay, I know this my spirit know his spirit
it just clicked.
immediately. That's a good dude right there. So
That's
salute
what's
to
up. Peace and
Cecil.
love to the brother.
Yeah, yeah, that's a good brother right there. I'm looking forward to building with him more. Like I love the fact that the universe, my ancestors, God put so many positive people in my circle or in my path. So he's definitely somebody that I'm gonna be picking his brain. Um,
All right,
oh
so it looks like it's gonna be a combination of individuals that personally knew Sebi, as well as people in your professional circle,
yes,
that's added to who you are. You know what I mean? Because one of the main reasons why you was able to do all this work for Dr. Sebi was because you had been groomed so well, you know, in the field that you're in videography, right? So all these people added to that moment that when you and Sebi linked up, so you was able to film, record, document, you know, everything. And you know, people might see it as something simple as just grabbing the camera and recording, but no, you got to have the mics, you got to have the lighting. You know what I mean? You got to know how to operate that contraption. Them camcorders ain't no joke. You know what I'm saying? So whoever you worked with and whoever, you know, was in your circle, they all contributed to you being ready for, you know, one of the most opportunistic moments in your life to be able to document, Sebi's last days like that, not even knowing that that's what that was going to be.
You feel me? Because how I go from following Wendy Williams around all over, filming her, so and now following and filming Dr. Sebi. So you're right. All I did was implement what I've been doing for years. The only difference was Wendy Williams had more security and Dr. Sebi, not when we was filming, not too many people knew who he was at that time. But when we went to his event, they knew who he was. And let me tell you something about Doc. I had to actually hire some people that I know in martial arts to sit in all four corners because he said, I don't want any security. So I had to camouflage, put them, I had to place them in all of the venues. And he never knew he had security the whole time because nothing ever popped up. He
Right.
not, no one ever
Just in
violated.
case you was prepared.
I,
Yeah, you
yo,
gotta be.
I had to be. He said no security.
Wow, some wild folks out here, man.
Yeah, I couldn't travel all over the United States with this man. We went to eight states. I couldn't do that. We was in Newark and he didn't want security. You feel me? We was in
Got a new
Brooklyn.
Jerusalem.
We was in Brooklyn and he didn't want security. So I was like, not happening. So I had to actually hire security.
Sebi ain't scared of nothing.
I know, man.
That
just
man
like,
ain't scared of nothing.
Just like Victor.
That's what I'm saying. That is his daddy and that is his son, bro.
Yeah, so I definitely had security for him because there was somebody who asked me why you never had security for Sebi, and I definitely had security for him.
Yeah, they were just in the cut.
Yeah, I had to hide them, and if you go,
and even if you didn't hire security, he still would have had security.
Facts. You already know. We ain't gonna talk about that. No. We ain't gonna. He definitely had security.
You know what I'm saying? Good. He was good. He was straight. You know what I'm saying?
He was.
Man. But yeah, man, you have, started something real nice. And it's like it hardly even popped off yet because I can see all the different people you're going to end up having on this show as you move forward. We're going to be celebrating the 25th, the 50th, and the 100th episode, of My Journey Continues, so The Journey Continues. I'm looking forward to everybody that you have coming up in the future, including Mama Pill, of course, but so many more that are here to tell this story. I posted earlier this week a picture of part of my mother's archives. She got a stupid archive, right?
Bro, I saw that and freaked out.
Took the picture of the original sign from Usha Institute, AIDS has been cured. So I put that up. That thing went crazy. But what went crazy was the comments, people from Brooklyn from back in the day that was coming by there and that remembered the spot, or there was a kid and their mama took them. So I'm saying receipts is all over the place. You know what I'm saying?
That's what I'm saying. It's so easy to just tell the truth. It's so easy to
he was out here. He wasn't hiding nowhere. Like Sebi was front and center. You know what I mean? And now I'm going to be front and center on April 17th.
We're going to be front and center. Nah, I ain't going on the stage.
On April 17th. You know,
I'm looking forward to April 17th because I get maybe out of 100 DMs or texts that I get, maybe 88 of them is about herpes. Wow. Maybe 88 is about herpes.
And like I said, if this was a video, it probably would go off because people could stay into the privacy of their own home. But hopefully they'll have enough courage to come out and get the info.
You could, if you have somebody who you want to go get the information for, come through, because sometimes when they say it's for my cousin, it's really for my cousin.
For them. No,
it's really for my cousin. So I'm just saying, I just hope to see a lot of people there because I know the information is going to be crazy. especially for you guys who took the jab, if you know what I'm talking about, who had to take the jab to stay at work, who had to take the jab in order to get in places. If you want to learn how to detox that and get that shit out y'all system, y'all need to come through. Y'all need to come through and learn how to flush that out of your system, man. It's going to help. And is that the same one I seen when I was at your house?
No, this is a new one.
That's the new.
The
Wow,
new one sprouting up.
wow.
I'm gonna have some of these in the building as well for the people. You know, if you eat one of these sprouts, man, that thing is like taking a lightning bolt. You know what I mean? But
Nah,
yeah, that's my little electric leaf right there.
all
But
right.
we're gonna be in the building on Sunday. We're gonna have a good time. I'm looking forward to seeing the people come through. And I mean, I'm gonna be talking about a wide variety of information. So, you know, I'm gonna cover just because you don't fall into the two topics doesn't mean I'm not gonna address any concerns that you might have. So you still want to come and get the info when I'm stepping out. You know,
Are you
because
gonna
these
have some
days,
product? Are you gonna have product there?
oh yeah, we're gonna have Phyto, we're gonna have sea moss, we're gonna have vitamin D, we're
Are
gonna
you gonna
have
have Batana?
Batana. Am I?
Yes.
Am I? I don't know. I
Yes,
might be
sir.
sold out by the time
You
they
feel
come
me?
around, but nah, I'm just playing. I'm gonna make sure I put a little bit aside for y'all in Atlanta so y'all could come through and
Let's
get some
talk
of
about
that
Batana real
supreme.
quick.
Do you want to talk about the sun gel?
Oh my God.
Do you want to talk about the sun gel today?
Break that down for me, please, man. Because
Ooh, the
I had
sun gel.
I had a brother, his name is Falah. He's
Yes,
in he's in Qatar right
Qatar.
now.
Hmm.
I don't know if he's in Russia or in
He's in Russia right now.
okay, he's in
Can we
Russia right.
say that?
Well, he's somewhere. Yeah,
Can
he's in Russia.
we,
We can
can we
say
say
whatever.
that? No, he's in Qatar.
Okay, he's in Qatar. Okay.
Okay.
This brother was losing his hair. I'm talking he had the George Jeffersons. Now who now the younger people won't know who George
Oh
Jefferson
no,
is.
we know Sherman Hemsley.
Okay.
The horseshoe.
Okay, he had that happen and
Yeah.
he sent me some before this I sent them some Batana maybe about 4 months ago, 4 or 5 months ago. And he sent me some before and after picture. It blew my mind. It blew my mind. I had another sister. She had eczema real bad, like at the corners of her mouth and the corners of like her nose. She sent me the pictures, and I was like, "Oh my God!" Like, but Donna is like, I like to call it nature's plastic surgeon. The people who make it, they call it sun gel because they make it with the sun rays. Like, can you break that down for me, KT, please?
Well, yeah, in the process, now there's no processing of this product. There's no machinery involved. Everything is done by hand and with indigenous tools and
Rock
nature.
in the sun.
Rocks, stones, sticks. You know what I'm saying? Now, during a certain a point of the process of yielding the Bantana oil, they have to place the nut, so to speak, in the sun for 15 days. Okay, for 15 days. I say a whole lunar cycle from new moon to full moon to new moon. They have to have this seed sit in the sun, and on the 15th day is when it starts to exude the sun gel out of the nut. It starts to produce the bantana. The bantana is a byproduct of the sun. It is not just a byproduct of the plant. It's similar to vitamin D. It's similar to tanning in the sun, where it's your skin, but it is also UVB rays working together in order for you to start getting darker and darker and darker. Well, in
Before
this,
you before
yeah.
you go further, I
Mhm.
asked her about the 15 days. I said, why 15 days? And she said, it's really 14 days, but we do 15 days to make sure we get a complete 14 days.
14.
Yes.
Yeah, exactly. Two-week cycle, man. That's cosmic. You know, that's a whole nother level involved. So every bottle, every jar, every ounce of Batana oil that you're getting from me, from Mr.G, okay, because I can't, from Victor, because I can't speak for everybody's Batana. A lot of people cutting their Batana.
True.
Coconut oil, other saturated fats and stuff, you know what I'm saying? But you are getting sun in a jar. It's like a Morpheus skin and hair and nails, like a glob of hair, skin, and nails in the jar that you get to just put on you. You know what I'm saying? Get rid of stretch marks, your mosquito bites, you know what I'm saying? The gray hairs, the dandruff, hair thinning, receding hairlines, you know, increasing your volume and everything. So
Real quick, KT.
I tell you what it helped me with. So let me tell you how Batana helped me.
Mm-hmm. Shit, what you need help with?
No, I'm gonna tell you. So when I first started growing my fro, it was because of the Oracle. She was the one that was like, I want you to grow your hair out. I like you looking like, you know, you need to let it go, you know. And that's how I was growing up. You could ask Red and Blue, you know what I'm saying? When I used to come up, they used to look at me crazy as a kid because I wouldn't have my hair cut. They'd be like, why you need to cut your hair? But I was a bush boy in the city. You know what I'm saying? That's just how I was rocking. So I was getting a lineup and I was in Detroit and she was lining my beard up. It was a female barber. And what she did, she went under here, Mr. G, and she cut all this off, like down to the, so I look like a pelican. All this was butt naked down here. And then I had the beard up here. And Larisse seen that thing and she was like, oh, baby, what did she do to you? So it was not growing back. It was just this kind of like thin little layer right here. But when I started using that Batana oil and putting that in my beard, this whole thing just said, phew, it just puffed out. You know, now the whole thing is even. You know what I'm saying? So I did get to experience that so far. But every time I use that, after I wash my hair, I do a hot oil treatment with the Batana, and then I do my afro. That's the afro y'all be seeing in my pictures and stuff. Where I be like a microphone. You know
okay.
That thing. Whew.
Yeah,
that stuff is everything, man. And you can eat it.
I was about to touch that too. And my beard, my whole life I could just get a goatee. I couldn't grow hair on my beard, on my cheeks. And I wanted to tell you something about the Batana too. It's a certain, when I spoke to the young lady today, it's a certain time of the year where the sun doesn't provide the Batana. And I forgot the day the month she told me, but it's only for about 3 weeks that the sun, and they know by, and I'm under the impression that the sun rotates around us, around the world, but based on what she was describing to me, it was as if the world is the one rotating around the sun. And when she said, when we at the sun's back, that sun is not as strong as what's in what the front of it.
So it sounds like she's speaking on seasons. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, and where we are in respect to the sun, hitting certain areas of the earth with equinox or solstices and stuff like that. But
so she said those rays is not good for the Batana. We can probably get 2-3 drip ounces out of it. We don't even waste the time because we're gonna waste it.
It's probably not even UVB. It might be UVC because, you know, ultraviolet is broken up into 3 parts and we get UVA everywhere just about. UVB is the one we only get in the summer in the United States, unless you're in Florida. UVC, you get a little bit of that in the tropics, but because you're talking about that Yucatan area, that Gulf area, in proximity to the equator, it's probably a more intense sun ray that comes down there, and for 3 weeks to a month, it's probably not as potent. Or maybe 3 weeks out the year gets too strong. It could be one or the other. But whatever it is, it's affects the production. And then they know this is the time.
Don't even waste it.
Don't waste it. Wow. So, and then, people wonder why I charge what I charge. I charge because you got to see what we all have to go through in order for it to get on your head. The only thing you got to do is pay an amount, and it comes in the package, and boom, you got it. But
people still can't believe that trip that was taken to go out there. They told me it was man eaters over there. I was like, whoa. I said, we still going. We still going.
Bro, you went into the belly of the beast, bro. You know what I'm saying? That whole, and it's on your channel. I don't know if everybody watched it, but y'all need the video is on Mr. G's channel. Like, he documented the whole process of him having to go down there and get it. And y'all ain't about to follow him. Y'all ain't about to do that. This is some old Raiders of the Lost Ark, Indiana Jones stuff going on.
It felt like that. You know what was the scariest part of that whole trip? When we got to a certain part of the river, the guide was like, say goodbye to anybody right here, because from this point on is no more cell phone reception. I was like, damn, all right.
That's where brother need to live at, right there. Where there's no 5, 4, 3, 2. The only G is Mr. G.
Facts. Yo, so my man John O, they want to know, he's in Philadelphia, how can he get the detox? How can I start the detox? Oh, that's a you question.
Oh yeah, only thing you got to do is go on the site. But see, I could have anything on my site. I can have all types of herbs on there, right? So the products I have on there are what you would call like panaceas. These are, panacea is a type of herb or thing that you take that's kind of like a cure-all. Like sea moss is a kind of cure-all. Like, you could take it under any condition, it's gonna make you feel better. Phyto is you could take it. Vitamin D, you could take it. Perilla oil, you could take it. Tanzanite moss, you could take it. All these products that I have on there, Nervino, all that stuff is for all those conditions. And it's not just about detox, it's about redox. Okay, it's about oxidation reduction, increasing your charge, increasing your energy, increasing your power. Because when your charge and your power is up, your elimination system will work, and you will remove waste from your body, because that's part of its job. You know what I'm saying? So I don't push detoxes too hard, because you'll detox yourself to death. You'll start spilling all your minerals out and all the things that you need. You know what I'm saying? What you want is your elimination systems to work and function properly, and it will remove the waste. You know, so just go to soionicbotanicals.com and,
come to Atlanta on the 17th.
There you go. Because that's where I'm going to have a lot of stuff that's not on the site. Like, I've been telling everybody about this one, Mr. G. I'll let you smell it, I think, when you had came that time when we did the videos. But this thing funky. Congo root.
Oh yeah, I remember.
You know what I'm saying? That Congo root, man. This the one right here. I might have some of that on deck at the event. You know what I'm saying? You know, and then I'm also gonna have, I ain't as loaded as Victor. Victor like Steve McDuck on DuckTales. He jump into the goal and be swimming around in the bank. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, I got me some of these duck flowers. You know what I mean? I'm gonna have some of those in the building. 6-month detox. You want a detox? 6-month detox in 6 hours. You want
that? Trust me, I know. Trust me.
Ooh, that thing ain't no joke. But yeah, I got a few things. I got Alcornia. This is an African herb. This is for sickle cell anemia. You know, powerful herb, and for Lyme disease as well, parasites, things in that nature. But yeah, we're gonna have herbs up in the building. We're gonna have phototherapy up in the building. We're gonna be talking about those two topics. Mr. G's gonna be up in there. You know, I'm gonna bring him up there. He's gonna say something to the people.
Thank y'all for coming out. God bless and good night.
Good night. He ain't gonna hit me with the ruffle. He said he gonna bust a rustle on me.
Oh
But
man.
yeah, we got
So-
that going.
So anybody else got any oh what Willie, check out what Willie Lynch Jr. said. Anamu. What's that?
Yeah, Anamu. That's another name for Congo root.
I read it in Garifuna. Anamu.
Anamu.
So it's
Because
Anamu.
yeah, when you take it, you feel like an animal.
Anamu. Oh, you familiar with that right there?
That's what your wife is going to tell you in the morning. You was an animal last night.
Hey, I need
You was
to.
an animal.
Nah,
But nah, it's
I want you to check out Willie Lynch. I'm gonna send you a link to his stuff. That brother is
okay.
he's another one of you guys. Like he's deep.
No, there's a lot of people that I hate using the term follow, but that's the category that it's put under. But
Mhm.
that are following, but man, you go to their pages and they like superheroes.
No,
You know, the
he's
type
a
of stuff they
beast.
be on, and they be like, "Why are you listening to me, dog? I need to be listening."
Yo,
to you."
he'll break down herbs in his Eddie Murphy voice, or he's a comedian.
Oh,
He's a
okay.
comedian, but
Why
he's
you
an
treat me like
herbalist.
animal?
Yo, when I be checking out his lives, man, I be dying laughing. Very entertaining and very informational. All right, so we could start wrapping this up, man. I just basically wanted to do a recap.
Yeah,
Wanted
yeah.
wanted to get my this is like my report card for me. That's how I'm taking it. So
Oh, now you got an A. You definitely passing.
all right,
You
I appreciate it.
definitely passing. You know what I'm saying? I'm looking forward to the next semester, man.
You feel me?
Ooh.
So do you see any questions over here you want to answer before we get out of here?
I'll probably have the love bush, like I said, at the event in terms of it being on the site. Probably not. I might, but the love bush glycerite, I'm actually working on the next batch of that because the last batch that I had that sold out, that's done, and I'm curing the next batch of it right now.
Okay. Oh, let me ask you something real quick. Can I take too much of this at any point? Because I did like 3 of these.
No,
I'm good?
good.
Okay. All right. So
Good.
looking forward to seeing Atlanta. If you guys are in the area, please, I'm looking forward to coming and building with you guys.
Stop playing, man.
I'll
Y'all
be
need to
out there on the
stop playing and come
17th.
on out.
We're gonna have some fun. All right, I think you got another question right there.
Did you say about the monster? Did you say Daniel's candlelight? I don't know what that means.
No, I was talking about Cecil Longmore Senior.
Yeah, so
He said, "How do you open up your kidneys when you can only drink 32 ounces of water?"
that's what I'm saying. Questions like that are not just yes and no questions.
Okay.
I need way more than that. Like,
Okay.
why,
Who your mama? Where she
what's
live?
going around? You know, what's up? I need more background.
Okay.
You know, anybody who asks a question, say, "What do you do for this?" Horsetail. What do you do for this? Guaco. What do you do for this? Sensitiva. Like some things you can just throw herbs at, and yes, it's gonna help with those situations. Other things you need more of a background to see why you're in that situation. You know.
Okay. So it's a lot bigger than Nino Brown.
Did you say? Oh, they saying my lyrics. If you pull my song up on iTunes or Apple Music, the lyrics is there. If you play it on Mr.G and put the caption on, the lyrics will come up because the lyrics were placed into the caption and everything like that. So I'm not sure which bars you're hinting at right now, but just wherever it's at, just play it with the captions on and the lyrics will play. You know.
IKT. So I speak to you soon. I see you
Yeah.
soon.
Oh yeah.
And thanks for coming out, man. I really appreciate this. And
Oh no, thanks for having me, man. We're celebrating you. I know I got to talk a lot, but we're really celebrating you, Mr. G, and this new show, this new podcast you got pumping. I wish you nothing but success and prosperity with it. I'm looking forward to whoever the next guest is. Please let me know. You know, I'm reposting and letting everybody know about it. You know what I'm saying? But this is a good thing. Only great things to come.
All right, thanks a lot, King, man. Love you guys. Give your queen my love as always.
You do the same.
Yes,
Peace
sir.
and love, everybody.
All right, everybody.
All right, peace.